This Alabama robot showing green, which means it's fully autonomous, and obviously the students on the video are not touching the controls. You can see them casually. So the robot knows it's in the digging area and it's going to start lowering its bucket ladder digging system and driving forward as it digs. On the right-hand side, Alaska Fairbanks, on the B side, is traversing over the obstacles field. You can see they just straddled a pretty good-sized rock. So this robot for Alaska is capable. It has a very high ground clearance, and so it can straddle these rocks, which is a really great feature.
I noticed that the Alabama robot, it really got up and went really fast.
It wasted no time.
It wasted no time. The Alaska team, though, kind of going at a very steady pace. I think there's something to be said about going slow and steady.
Sometimes slow and steady wins the race, but if you have a fast robot that doesn't make any mistakes, that could really give you an edge. So you can see the slot that was left behind by that Alabama robot. So when it comes back, it has to probably not fall into that same area. You can see Alaska on the right digging very furiously, slow and steady, but it can be a lot of Alabama digging, and this is fully autonomous because the green LEDs indicate. So that's one trip in a minute 45. So do the math. How many trips can they do in 10 minutes? Now we're seeing live data on from the scales, so we can see how much regular stimulant was just deposited into the hopper, and it is very close to 20 kilograms just from that one run. Now this is going to be interesting because the wheels on the left side of the screen are going to be going into the trench that it just dug. See if this robot can handle that without any problems. Meanwhile, Alaska coming back to dump. Let's see how much Alaska dumps on the scale. The Alabama scale has creeped all the way up to 24 kilograms just from that one run. Which is really a lot of regular. Multiply that by how many runs this robot can do. It's very fast, very agile, and it doesn't have any trouble powering through this regular. This regular stimulant, it can be very hard to dig in unless your robot is designed in such a way that it can handle the resistant forces that this regular stimulant provides.
Kurt, you were mentioning that the University of Alabama's robot is doing this all fully autonomously?
Yes.
It's really incredible.
You can see the students in the control room right there on the screen. They're just watching and deciding if they need to intervene or not. It went right through a crater. So the obstacle field in the middle includes rocks and craters, and you just saw the Alabama robot go into a crater, and but it powered right through it. It did not get stuck. And it's dumping a lot. That was a lot of regular stimulant right there. And on the Alaska side, their first deposit of regular into the hopper was over 14 kilograms. So that is a really good run. Wowzers, Alabama. 147 kilograms on 2 runs. So obviously the second run they got a lot more regular stimulant than they did in their first run. Nope. Somebody got their power scale. See? We gotta wait for these scales to settle down before we put that up there. Both of these teams are doing excellently. Now, not only is Alabama getting a lot of regular in each one of their runs, but being fully autonomous is going to give them a lot of extra bonus points for this competition towards the grand prize. Okay, Alaska's going to come back, I think. They're going to dump their second load. So right now the scale is showing about 58 kilograms on the Alabama side and about 14 on the Alaska side. Any numbers I spout out are going to be unofficial. Even the numbers that we put on the screen here are unofficial. Only the judges know the official score at the end of the round. And we are not posting official scores here on the live feed. Those will happen later and be posted later. officially online. Here comes Alabama for their third deposit into the hopper. Completely autonomously. That is a lot. Not only do they dig quickly, but they actually dump very quickly too, which gives them, and they traverse that obstacle field very quickly. Everything about this robot is fast and agile.
Those respirator masks are coming in handy right now.
Anytime you move this regular simulant, this finely ground powdered rock, there's a rock, speaking of rocks.
Good rock, that rock.
Every time this regular simulant is moved, it's a very fine powder, so it goes airborne, and so that's why we have to use all this personal protective equipment for the judges that are full time in the arenas. You can see the Alabama robot, it shifts itself over so it doesn't try and dig in the same spot every time. We are 6 minutes in to this 10-minute run, and Alabama's scale is currently showing almost 85 kilograms. On the Alaska side, they're showing more than 25 kilograms. Very nice work from both of these teams. So you can see Alaska, that both of these teams have plunging bucket ladder systems, so they can adjust the height that they're digging. And if they try to dig too deep, they can adjust it back up. If you try and overdo it, you're going to get bound up because this regular simulant really works against you when you try and dig into it.
Now, Kurt, can you tell me the methodology of why the University of Alabama robot digs in a different location every time?
Well, one reason might be to keep the wheels from falling into the trench that it just you can see the depth of each of these digs. They're leaving a pretty significant trench, which could cause problems for the robot. Now, I wonder where the robot is going to dig now, because you can see the trenches that are there. It's only if it really wants to avoid those trenches, there's only a little bit of space left in the arena. So we'll see where it decides to dig this time. It's going over there. So it's going to, of course, it's just traversing the obstacle field right now. Okay, it looks like it's going to the next slot with 2 minutes left. With 2 minutes left, I think this robot's fast enough to do 2 more cycles. Right now, the Alabama scale is reading 127 kilograms. That's huge. That is huge. 25, almost 26 on the Alaska Fairbanks side. Alaska's coming back to deposit another load. We're under 2 minutes in this run. This is the first of 2 official competition runs for both of these teams. You can see the wheels on the Alabama robot are coming a little close to the trench there. If it falls into the trench, we'll have to see if that's a problem for this robot or if it can power through it.
I think that's probably one of the benefits of the Alaska team's robot, having such a wide base relative to most of the league.
That's true. It has, with the wide stance, it is very stable. There's a trade-off for providing a low center of gravity to keep these robots from tipping over. That Alabama robot's wheel did fall into the trench, but it did not seem to affect the straight at all. So it's a very strong robot. Now these teams do have a lot of things to trade off. If they build a robot that is so strong and so heavy, they can actually a heavy robot could actually be a detriment to the points that are awarded to them, because the weight of the robot is actually part of the point system that is used to calculate the final score for the grand prize. All right, 30 seconds left. What is this robot going to do on the Alabama side? It's basically going to have to find another place to dig. 161 kilograms for Alabama. That is a huge run for Alabama. We only have 15 seconds left in this run. This robot decided to switch sides on the arena. We're down to 10 seconds. Okay, decided to dig right there.
It's
Looks like this run is going to be over. When they hit zero, the students are going to be told to stop the robots, and that's it for this run.